Hi everyone, in today's video we'll be crocheting a popcorn bag. It's very easy to crochet and I'm sure you will be delighted with the result. You can see full details of this bag by going to the link in the description. So let's begin. I will start by making 37 chain stitches. For the first row, I'll crochet into the back bump of the chains and I will start to crochet the main pattern from the first row. If you want, you can also crochet single crochets in the first foundation row. To start, skip the first chain and crochet a single crochet into the second chain. Then crochet the next two chains with the single crochets as well. After that, I will crochet a bubble stitch into the fourth chain. To make the bubble stitch, yarn over and insert the hook into the fourth chain. Yarn over and pull through the loop. And repeat the step 3 more times. Now, in total, I have 5 stitches on my hook, 4 of which are not quite complete double crochet stitches. Yarn over again and pull through all the loops on the hook. Then crochet a single crochet into the next chain. Be more attentive because of the bubble stitch you could skip the next chain. Therefore, it's better to count stitches in every row to avoid mistakes. I made 37 chain stitches, one of which is a turning chain, so I should have 36 stitches in every row. So let's continue crocheting. The pattern consists of 4 stitches, 3 single crochets and 1 bubble stitch. We will have 3 single crochets between bubble stitches. Therefore, I'll crochet 2 single crochets into the next 2 chain stitches, then crochet the bubble stitch again. Continue crocheting like this until the end with 3 single crochets and 1 bubble stitch. have reached the end of the row and I need to crochet the bubble stitch into the last chain according to the pattern. The first row is now complete. I have made 9 bubble stitches out of 36 chain stitches. After the last bubble stitch, I'll make a turning chain and turn my work around. The bubble pattern will be crocheted from the purl side, while all rows from the front side will be crocheted with single stitches. So for the second row, the first single crochet will be crocheted into the bubble stitch. We'll not use the turning chain and we should not insert the hook into this corner. Continue crocheting by making single crochets in every stitch until the end of the row. Don't forget, we should have 36 stitches in every row and make a turning chain at the end of each row. So this is a third row and it's a row with bubble stitches. We'll crochet a bubble stitch in a checkerboard pattern. If in the first row we crocheted 3 single crochets before the first bubble stitch, in the third row we'll crochet only 1 single crochet before the first bubble stitch. Let's continue. Make 1 single crochet and then crochet the bubble stitch into the second stitch. Then continue the pattern by crocheting 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches. Then again the bubble stitch. Crochet the rest of the row in the same way until the end. There will be 2 stitches left after the last bubble stitch in this row, so crochet single crochets in these 2 stitches. Then make the turning chain and turn around the crocheting. The fourth row is crocheted with single crochets in each stitch. So I have crocheted 4 rows. Continue crocheting in this way until you have the needed amount of rows. This means that every front side row is crocheted by making single crochets in every stitch, and purl side rows are crocheted by making bubble stitch in a checkerboard pattern. Therefore, the next 5th row is crocheted like the first row, and the 7th row is crocheted like the 3rd row, and so on. I want to show you how to join a new skein in the work. I want to show you how to join a new skein in the work. I will hide the thread ends inside the loops. The next stitch is a bubble stitch according to the pattern. Then continue crocheting following the pattern. So here's my crocheting detail. I have crocheted 25 rows with bubble stitch rows, not counting the front rows. After the last row with bubble stitches, I crocheted a front side row with single crochets. Then I crocheted 10 rows with single crochets. I will leave this detail for now. Now I'll crochet the two side parts of the bag. To do this, I'll make 10 chain stitches and this part crochets like the main part. Firstly, I'll crochet 3 single stitches into the back bump of the chains. I will have 2 bubble stitches on the side parts, but I made 1 chain more than was needed because after the last bubble stitch in the row, I will have 1 stitch where we crochet single crochet. Then 1 turning chain and turn around the crocheting. This is the front side, so I will crochet single crochets in each stitch. I have crocheted 8 rows with bubble stitches and the last 9th row is the front side, so I'll finish crocheting the row with single crochets. Now I am going to crochet a single crochet around the edge. To do this, I'll make 1 turning chain, insert the hook on the row below and crochet a single crochet. Then go down and insert the hook into both loops of the stitch like this. I'll crochet a single crochet all around the way. I am going to finish this part with false stitch in the end. To do this, insert the needle into the previous loop and then return the needle to where the thread was coming out. I need to make the second part and we need to make them the same, and after finishing the count of stitches should be the same on both parts. I have 50 stitches in one side part. And also we need to leave a long tail for sewing parts on one side part. I seamed the main detail and now I am going to crochet single crochet around the edge. Make a turning chain and go down. Insert the hook into the edge small loop and crochet single crochet. Then the next stitch goes, and pay attention to where I am inserting the hook. If I insert the hook like this, I'll get a hole in the end. I pick up the edge two sides of the loop. We will crochet single crochet around the edge in the same way we did on the side part, so let's continue. We finish with false stitch in this detail too, and after finishing you can steam the details again. In this detail I left a long tail for sewing parts. The next step is to join the side parts to the main part. First, we need to put markers and mark stitches. To do this with maximum accuracy, we need to count the loops. In the main detail, I have 33 loops on top and bottom and 60 loops on the sides. I put the markers on the first loop of the side part, and it turns out that there are 33 loops between these markers. On the other side, we also mark the loops, and also between the markers I have 33 loops. Next, I count 19 loops from the marker and put markers on both sides on the 20th loop. It turns out that I start sewing the part with a loop with a marker and also finish on a loop with a marker. To sew the parts to each other, I put them face to face and sew from the wrong side. I insert the hook into the both sides of the loop on both parts. I can sew the parts in this way because the cord is soft and light. I will join the details to each other by making slip stitches in each stitch. It's also necessary to count the side parts loops to sew them equally. After sewing, I had 8 loops on top of the sides of the bag. Here I sewed it to the end and from the front side it looks like this. Sew the second side in the same way and at the end, fasten the thread well. Well, let's take a look at what I have in the end. Now I want to demonstrate how to sew the hardware onto the back. I have prepared 2 magnetic buttons and 2 half rings for the side parts. The diameter of the magnetic button is 1.8 centimeters. They are not too big, so I'll be using 2 pieces. First, I need to mark where I will sew the buttons. I'm using the thread that matches the color, so let's get started. First, I need to secure the thread. Next, I will sew through all 4 holes of the magnetic button in this way, making sure it is neat and firm. One part of the magnetic button is now sewn. Now I will determine where I need to sew the next part on the flap. Now that one magnetic button is sewn, I will sew the second one in the same way. Next, let me show you how to sew the half ring onto the side part. I will take a cord that is approximately 30 centimeters long. I will fix the half ring exactly in the middle and one row below. I will also fix the second half ring and magnetic button. Look, this long tail thread and was left after sewing the side part to the main part. I will cut it off and secure the side seam well. So here's my finished bag. All the necessary hardware has been installed and the bag has been steamed. There will be a second part of the tutorial where I'll show how to sew a lining for this bag. That's all for me. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy crocheting! See you soon!